Good day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Zenkai for Legends Limited Yellow Frieza Full Power Final Form, or Final Form Frieza Full Power, and he's the latest Legends Limited character to get his Zenkai, and it looks pretty good. We'll take a look at how much it's changed, but yeah, overall I'd say he looks really solid. Now in terms of his abilities, obviously taking a look at the ultimate skill, not too much has changed here. Instead of 50% enemy sustained damage, it's now 70%, which is obviously pretty solid, but that's really about it. There's not been a huge change to the special move, so yeah, or the ultimate skill. The special move has changed slightly, essentially, but not too much as well. Then we have the main ability. This has also again only been slightly adjusted, so basically it's the restoration of health. It's now 25%, which is pretty good, and yeah, that's basically it realistically. Next we look at the special skill, and the special skill is pretty straightforward. Again, nothing too wild here. 25% instead of 20% to damage received, which is all pretty good. Then we look at his Zenkai ability. Now his Zenkai ability is Yellow and Powerful Opponent, and this doesn't include too many crazy units. However, there are one or two interesting options that it does include, including the Ultra Kit Buu, but we'll take a look at that just now. So the Zenkai ability obviously includes himself, but also includes the Ultra Kit Buu. So yeah, pretty good stuff. Overall, pretty simple and straightforward. Now the unique abilities, these haven't changed tremendously, but they are obviously altered. So in terms of the base ability, nothing too much has been changed here. 80% to damage inflicted, which makes sense. Damage received has been remaining the same. The rest all appears to be pretty much the same as it was before. So nothing too crazy. Very simple, super straightforward premise here. And yeah, his base passive, the greatest showdown in the universe, hasn't really changed too much. The damages have gone up slightly, but overall nothing too wild. Now Emperor's Pride, this has also remained relatively the same with some minor percentage based increases. Again, as well, restores his own health by 20%. He gets now plus 50% to key recovery as well though, which is pretty big. Now he has two new passives, an Obsessed Ego. This basically applies a certain effect to him if his HP is 50% or below, so he gets some health recovery, which is pretty good, and he gets arts card draw speed upgrades, as well as also giving him some additional bonuses if there's a defeated battle member, which is pretty good stuff. So that's pretty good. And then Bulging Muscles also just gives him a little bit of an extra boost when he lands a blast card. Extra key recovery, reducing the enemy's key, and this is kind of his new tempo control feature. So this is basically a way for him to essentially grab himself some ability to control the tempo of the fight, which is pretty good. Now in terms of how to get the Zenkai power, there's your traditional methods, the Zenkai Awakening missions. They've redone the battle gauntlet now, so it's now a Zenkai rush battle. At least it seems to be. It might not be for every unit, but it seems to be in this case. And you can summon for a Zenkai power, or you can wait and obtain it from the Ultra Space Time Zenkai Rush. So pretty straightforward, super duper simple. I think across the board, most players should be comfortable with obtaining the Zenkai Awakening power for characters by now. So you get 4,000 from the missions, which are fairly straightforward. You can also obtain 3,000 from the new Zenkai Rush Battle event, and determining how bad that goes for you, or if you can complete it, you should then have all of it. If you don't, then what you can do is you can either summon for it using Chrono Crystals. This will require you to have the character at 7 stars already, or alternatively what you can do is you can obtain their power, the leftover balance that you need from the Ultra Space Time Rush store, once the period has expired. So the next time that the Ultra Space Time Rush season comes around, after his Zenkai has gone away from the missions, you can then obtain it. So it would be after the next time that it comes back. But yeah, that basically covers it. Yeah, honestly speaking, pretty good stuff. I think overall a good, nice Zenkai. I think they've added the tools he needs to be solid in the current meta. And I think he could be a very interesting unit. I am fortunate enough to have him at 7. So we will be able to take a look at him and Zenkai him and get a good look at him in future. But yeah, I do think he is a very solid unit. You know, like I say, you can summon for his Z power, etc. Now the units that he buffs, the yellow units that benefit from his Zenkai, this is a little bit questionable. I think the biggest components are going to be yellow Boo. You also have yellow Jiren as well. Very, very solid pickup. Then you also have yellow Cell, who recently just got his boost. So you got Cell with his Zenkai as well. So there are some decent options. I think out of those units, you have a decent kind of all yellow team. In terms of boosts, I think that's kind of the coverage of it. Mainly Ultra Kid Buu gets his big bonus. But yeah, I think that basically covers everything in all the notable units. So Ultra Kid Buu, Cell, and Jiren, I think, are probably the top in terms of the picks there. But yeah, that's basically it. Not really too much else to say. I think overall he's a pretty good unit. And yeah, we'll see just how good he is next time. Bye.